So if you're anything like me, you're always trying to find better ways to convert clicks into actual customers. But don't worry, because in this video, we are going to get your shopping ads pointed in the right direction. Or maybe this way. I recently helped a client go from $0 all the way to $400,000 in revenue per month. This took us about 3 months, and the bulk of the traffic came from standard shopping. In a world of Performance Max over here and PMax over here, we can still use shopping ads and take our ads to the next level. It's the old school advertisers that are going to have that advantage. I want to help you learn how to use it to get better results. So in this video, I'm going to reveal what steps you need to take and how to use this system in order to take your shopping ads to the next level to beat your competition while running standard shopping ads, just like I did with my client. But lastly, and probably most importantly, I will dive into some of the pitfalls that almost always happen when setting this up. So you'll want to watch for this, as making these mistakes can cause you to really pull your hair out in absolute frustration. Trust me, you don't want to make these mistakes. But first, let me show you what happens when you don't follow this system and just start your shopping ads without a solid plan. Uncontrolled chaos happens when you don't have a system. Google will show you for everything and anything it thinks is related to your products. This might be a good plan if you don't like money and would rather just watch your business burn to the ground. Okay, maybe I'm being a bit dramatic, but to some degree it's true. Google Ads is a system that is based on user search, which is the key to making the system work the way it does. If you think about the customer as an actual person, you are far better off. To understand how to improve your shopping ads, you first need to understand what is happening when someone does a search on Google. Imagine with me for a second. You are a store selling teddy bears, just like this one. Let's call your store Fluffy Happy, and you throw up some shopping ads hoping for some customers to flow in. As you expected, a few searches come in. One found your store by typing "how to repair a teddy bear," and another searched "brown teddy bear." A third typed in "fluffy happy teddy bear." Out of these searches, which do you think is the best search? The last one is probably going to bring you the best search for your revenue. This is what marketing calls a funnel. The higher in the funnel, the less likely someone is going to buy. People usually come through a funnel from the top when they first become aware of a problem, but maybe they don't even know that they want a product yet. Then they move down the funnel until they get to the point where they know exactly what they want to buy. A big fluffy teddy bear, of course. This is what my previous teddy bear example showcased. In the example, how to repair a teddy bear, this is a person that's become aware that they have a problem. Well, maybe they're not even aware that they have a problem yet, but perhaps eventually they're going to need a new fluffy happy teddy bear. Well, the person is searching fluffy happy teddy bear is looking for your brand, might be ready to buy with a credit card in hand. Who would you want to spend more money on? The fluffy happy teddy bear, the brown teddy bear, or the how-to search who's trying to figure out how to sew up their teddy bear? So how do we get a system like this set up?
But Google doesn't give us the ability to control searches in shopping ads. So we must be stuck, right? Maybe?
Well, as you have probably guessed because of the video I'm talking about, I'm going to go over a system so you can easily control your search terms like a pro. I'm also going to show you how you can dive deeper into the real nitty-gritty, so watch out for that near the end of the video. To get the system set up, we need to be running with multiple campaigns. This is because we need to set up a filter, kind of like a rock sifting machine. Picture the tractor dumping the dirt to the top of the filter. The tractor is our first campaign we have set up. This is the high funnel campaign, our how to repair a teddy bear type search. This is where that type of search comes to live. Once the rocks fall into the first filter, we are met with the second campaign, which we can call our medium funnel campaign. We should only have medium-sized rocks in this campaign. This might be where we keep searches such as brown teddy bear. So we were gonna filter them one more time and dump them into our last campaign, which is the low funnel campaign. This campaign is where our most precious rocks sit. I'm guessing we are mining some small rocks, not sure why. To do this, first, we need to set up priorities. Setting up the high priority on the high funnel campaign, setting the medium priority on the medium campaign, and the low priority, you guessed it, on the low campaign. This tells Google that we're going to use these campaigns as filters.
All right, we're done. Well, that was easy.
Sorry, not quite. This is a great start, but it doesn't end here. Right now, we have 3 campaigns set. And if we're going to go back to our rock analogy, of course our golden rocks, we would see that none of the filters allow any of the rocks to go past. So only campaign that's getting rocks right now is the high funnel campaign. All the rocks end up here. This makes the medium and low filters pretty useless. Now we have to set up our filters to allow the rocks to fall to the next level. There are different ways to do this. We don't want to create a disorganized mess again, so we have to do this in a certain way. I see this done wrong in many cases. A lot of times it's so disorganized that it causes my head to spin when I try to look at the account. It's almost impossible to structure an account this way without using this next tool, the negative keyword list. However, it comes down to how we use a negative keyword list to create this beautiful filter system. To set up the filters properly, we need a few filters. We first need a filter that can block any bad terms. I would name this exclude from everything. This filter or negative keyword list needs to be attached to each campaign. Then we need another filter which is attached to the high funnel campaign only. You can name the filter send to medium. The final negative keyword list needs to be attached to the high and medium campaigns. I would likely name this send to low. After creating these lists, you need to fill them up with keywords that you want to exclude or filter. As long as you remember what each filter does, then you can easily add the right term into the right negative keyword list. So a lot of times I find the low funnel campaign might be used for branded terms. To do this, you might just add the brand name as a broad match keyword into the low funnel negative keyword list, the send to low list. Then maybe you want to use the medium campaign for product related terms, such as our example here, brown teddy bear. These might be descriptive terms. There are so many ways that you can set this structure up. I won't go into them all, but maybe in the future I will make a video dedicated to this. Same with match types. That's a whole nother topic, and I would love to cover that in another video. The last part to this is that you need to adjust the bids for each level. This is what makes the system so amazing. We can now target each level of the funnel with different bids. The lower in the funnel you go, the higher your bid should be. You will likely have less traffic in the lower funnel. However, I would expect your return on ad spend to look pretty nice if you're targeting the right terms. Before I get into the pitfalls and mistakes of this type of campaign, I want to let you know that if this is sounding a bit overwhelming, then there is an alternative. Getting an experienced Google Ads expert to run the ads for you. I just happen to know someone that takes on clients. If you need help, it is myself and my business partner who run Google Ads for our clients. We actually also do Microsoft Ads. We do this day in and day out, so we know our way around a Google Ads account. We have a huge history of helping e-commerce stores and dropshipping stores to bring home the sales. We'd love to have a chat with you and see if you're a great fit. If you are interested in that, make sure you check out the description for our website. It's focusyouраds.com. Now back to the pitfalls and dangers of this method of Google Shopping Ads. I see so many people set this up the wrong way. They tend to fall into big traps that can absolutely destroy their setup. It's not that hard, but if you fall into one of these dangerous places, then things can go sideways very quickly. When setting up your campaign, you have to be aware that everything has to be exactly the same, except bids, priorities, and negative keyword. Everything else should be the mirror image. Campaign 1 equals campaign 2. Campaign 2 equals campaign 3. Most often this happens because someone does have a product they want to pause. That's fine. Pause that product, but just make sure you pause it in all 3 campaigns. Not doing this can cause the medium campaign to become the new high funnel campaign. But as an extra bonus, you're not only going to have a new medium or high funnel campaign in the medium campaign now, it's also going to be spending more money because you have higher bids on those products. So now the new high funnel campaign is going to be spending more and it's going to get any kind of keywords. So you've just effectively increased your bids. So just be careful to keep everything the same except bids, priorities, and negative keywords. Next, I see a lot of folks break their campaigns by adding negative keywords directly to the campaign. If you set this up, do not add keywords directly to your campaign. I repeat, don't do this. Use the negative keyword list for everything. There is one exception to this, but I'm not going to tell you it. The reason I'm not going to tell you is because it will cause you all kinds of headaches if you try this. You can add negative keywords to an ad group in a certain type of situation, but don't do it because it's one of those advanced tricks that maybe we'll get into in the future. So just ignore that for now. There's no reason to add any negative keywords unless you're adding them directly into a negative keyword list. I know this was a lot, and really without understanding this completely and absolutely flawlessly, you can still fail at this setup, and that is why I've created a detailed guide that walks you step by step through the process. If you want to make sure you get everything set up properly, watch this video next, and I guarantee you will have a much better time with your shopping ads. I will see you in the next video.